Finance Department and also student of Logistic Management and Administration program. To all of audience, it's my pleasure to welcome you to World Class Visiting Professor Logistic Management and Administration Program 2024. And the topic today is Green Marketing in the Logistic Industry, a path to sustainable development. Let me introduce myself. My name is Riandita Eriwardani. I am a lecturer in Logistic Management and Administration Program, and I would like to be your Master of Ceremony today. It's a such honor to welcome you here. First of all, let's pray and praise to our God, so the event that we will hold will run well without any obstacle at all. Pray based on individual belief. Begin. Done. Ladies and gentlemen, in this nice occasion, let me deliver the structure on the event today. The first is sing the national anthem Indonesia Raya. The second is the speech and opening from Dr. Edi Raharja. And the third general lecture will deliver by our speaker, Associate Profandi Ciptono, PhD. The fourth, discussion, and the last is closing. All blessed audience, the first section is a sing the national anthem Indonesia Raya. To operator, please play the national anthem video, and the audience please to follow sing a song of Indonesia Raya. Thank you. Now we can invite to Dr. Edi Raharja as a head of Business and Finance Department Vocational School Diponegoro University to give a speech and also open this event. To Mr. Edi, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Riadita. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Your Honorable Dean of Vocational School Diponegoro University, Prof. Dr. Butiono, Your Honorable Visiting Lecturer, Associate Professor Fendi Ciptono, PhD. Good morning, Prof. Fellow lecturer from Vocational School and Diponegoro University, and my beloved, of course, our beloved student of Bachelor of Applied Science Logistic Management Administration Study Program. Good morning to us all. Let us praise Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala that we can gather here in this online meeting in this beautiful occasion. Our study program has consistently taken a part of visiting professor program from Diponegoro University, not only to support the university program, but the more important reason is to broaden our knowledge about logistic and supply chain management. Today, I would like to welcome Mr. Fendi Ciptono, PhD, from School of Marketing and International Business, Victoria University of Wellington, to our family. During these 4 years, we are study program, department, and also vocational school is committed to improve the quality of human resource through training, certification, collaboration with industry, and so on. Welcome to Vocational School, Diponegoro University, and welcome to Family Our Bachelor of Applied Logistic Management and Administration Study Program. Ladies and gentlemen, our speaker today will elaborate the importance of green marketing in the logistic industry as part of business transformation toward sustainable development. Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom by Thomas Jefferson. The well-known the green marketing refer to practice of developing and advertising products based on their real or perceived environmental sustainability. Illustrate and then according to American Marketing Association, green marketing is the marketing of the product that are perceived to be environmentally safe. Green marketing incorporates a broad range of activities, include product modification, change to the production process, packaging chain, and so on, as well as modifying advertising. Ladies and gentlemen, we learn conceptual and practical of green marketing in logistic industry from our leaders today. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased of this international visiting lecture, and I hope this can bring even more positive collaboration in the future. And we hope like to express our deepest gratitude to both of Mr. Fendi Ciptono for your willingness to share your knowledge and expertise with us. I hope all of us can enjoy today's event. Welcome and join in this visiting professor. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Edi Raharja. Now we come to main point, general lecture from our speaker, Associate Professor Fandi Ciptono, PhD, from School of Marketing and International Business, Victoria University of Wellington. In this section, there is someone who will guide at the time. She is Miss Tasha Reviani Mege, SA MSM, as a moderator. To operator, please show the CV of our moderator. She is a lecturer in the Logistic Management and Administration program. She did many research in logistics and wrote some books. As you know, Ms. Tasha is expertise in marketing, warehouse management, and export-import too. Okay, Ms. Tasha will guide in the next session. Let's move on to the next section. So please welcome to Ms. Tasha Reviani Mege, SA MSM. Time is yours.
Thank you, Ms. Riandita, for the introduction. Am I audible? Yes, can you hear my voice clearly? Yes.
Clearly.
Okay, thank you very much. Once again, good morning, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
May peace be upon us all. Your Honorable Dean of Vocational School, Diponegoro University, Prof. Dr. Insinyur Budiono, MSI. The Honorable Invited Speaker, Mr. Fandi Ciptono, PhD. Head of Business and Finance Department, Dr. Edi Raharja. Secretary of Logistics and Management Administration Study Program, Ms. Titik Jumiarti. Head of our Visiting Professor Committee, Ms. Riandita Eri Werdani. all the lecturers, and of course, all the students of Logistics Management and Administration Study Program of Vocational School Diponegoro University. Once again, good morning. And first and foremost, let us praise the Lord for this wonderful opportunity that we can gather here today on this marvelous occasion. Well, over the years, actually, vocational school and especially our study program, logistic management, consistently held this visiting professor or lecturer program, where we invite lecturers and also professors from various countries and also universities to share, of course, their knowledge and expertise in specific subjects. And today, as we all already know, we will expand our knowledge with this visiting professor session with the theme Green Marketing in the Logistics Industry, a Path to Sustainable Development. The logistics sector is vital for global trade, but also contributes to environmental issues. As we all know, where there are so many transportation that we use, it also always contributes to environmental issues. Green marketing in logistics involves adopting eco-friendly practices like alternative fuels or maybe efficient packaging to minimize environmental impact. So by embracing green marketing, companies can maybe reduce their carbon footprint, enhance brand reputation, attract eco-conscious consumers, because right now there are more and more consumers or customers being eco-conscious, yeah, conscious about about the ecology, and of course gain competitive gain. Well, I will not go any further in explaining this because we have a special guest here to discuss and delve deeply into the topic. He is a renowned writer of marketing books such as Strategi Pemasaran, Pemasaran Jasa, Pemasaran Strategi, and I mention all of those books because I have them. And actually, if we meet in person, I would like to ask Mr. Fandi to sign the book for me.
Thank you.
Yes, I will. I always use this in my teaching. And he is also a researcher and associate professor of school and marketing and international business, Victoria University of Wellington, New Zealand. Without further ado, please welcome Mr. Fandi Ciptono, PhD. Maybe we can give round of applause by using the feature in this Zoom meeting. How are you, Mr. Fandi?
Fine, thank you. Can you see my slide?
Yes, we can see your slide clearly, but maybe before you present your
Yeah, just
session,
try.
yes, I'd like the students, all of the students here, to also see your CV because
okay.
I've read them from top to bottom and it is so comprehensive. I will not explain everything, but I will just show our students some of them. Please, for the operator, help me by showing the CV of Mr. Fandi. Okay. So this is the CV of Mr. Fandi Ciptono. There are 26 pages, if I'm not mistaken. He is an Indonesian, but right now he is a permanent resident in New Zealand, and he got his PhD in marketing at University of New South Wales, Sydney, Australia, in 2011. Also, same with his master, and for his bachelor degree, he got that from Gajah Mada University. And move on. Yeah. Okay, his areas of expertise you can see here is consumer behavior, marketing practices, and so on. He has so extensive work experience right now, of course, in Victoria University of Wellington, in the School of Marketing and International Business. And also, if we can see before, he has so many teaching experience as well. And yeah, just keep going down. We can see as well that Mr. Fandi also taught at Majaya University for since 2010 to 2014, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
Yes. And also he has so many other experiences like on journal editorial board, and also at page 7 we can see that he also wrote many articles and published in international journals, and also one of the highest cited from among the VUW's academic staff. Yeah, if you are interested in reading Mr. Fandi Ciptono articles, you can see from his CV over here. Okay, well, I guess that's all that I can
Yep.
introduce. Maybe we can move directly to the presentation from Mr. Fandi. So we can see from that record, we can see that we're going to get enriched in knowledge by hearing what Mr. Fandi is going to share today. So Mr. Fandi, the committee has prepared around 90 minutes, 90 to
Okay.
yeah, 90 minutes for the presentation, and then we will continue with the Q&A session afterwards.
Okay.
So
Okay.
please proceed. The time is yours.
Thank you. So can you see this? Yep. Okay. Kia ora. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I just click this one. I move it like, oh, maybe I move somewhere. Okay. This is my honor. You like to be here. Thank you for everyone here at Applied Logistics Management and Administration Study Program, Vocational School, Universitas Diponegoro. This is the first time I meet you guys, everyone. Hopefully we can collaborate in the future. Now, my topic today is about green marketing in the logistics industry, a path to sustainable development. I don't pretend to become an expert of logistics in detail because I know you are those who have the expertise in the detailed areas. I would like to share a little bit knowledge about green marketing in particular in the logistics industry and how it relates to sustainability. So my name is Fandi Ciptono. I'm from Victoria University of Wellington. Now, today, my agenda of my presentation would be brief introduction about myself, and then I try to categorize issues into these sections, sustainability in general, and then a little bit insights and issues about green marketing. We will look into some of the stats or the data about green marketing in the logistics industry after that. And finally, we will look at some concluding remarks regarding green logistics in particular. So please feel free, like if you have any burning questions, you can raise the questions. Stasia can help. Otherwise, we can also have, I hope that we have more time for Q&A where I can also learn from you, not only one way around. Okay. Now, a brief introduction. As I said, as introduced earlier, I'm an associate professor in my School of Marketing and International Business, but I'm also an adjunct professor since 2 years ago at Department of Family and Consumer Sciences, Faculty of Human Ecology, Institut Pertanian Bogor. So I'm also associated with them. My educational background has been introduced. Everything is in marketing. Sometimes I thought that, hey, why don't I do nuclear science, like medicine? But that's not the story. My background was when I did my high school, I was in the physics, like nothing to do with marketing, so far away and so different. But this is my life now. Okay, let's start with the very beginning one. Okay. Now, when everyone talks about sustainability, here in New Zealand in particular, green, sustainability, responsible consumption, that is a very big thing. When we trace back, everyone now, it becomes the vocabulary for everyone when we talk about SDGs, right? Sustainable Development Goals. Now, sustainability itself has been heavily discussed and also investigated in many parts. From business perspective, if we look at some of the development, we know that sustainability is believed to be an emerging business mega trend that will affect long-term survival and also competitiveness of organizations in today's era. Sustainability is part of the requirements. However, when we talk about practice, there could be some challenges, especially in the context of emerging markets. There have been so many definitions about sustainability, but I believe that majority of definitions will go back or could be traced back to the original idea from the United Nations back to 1987. They came up with a very simple yet comprehensive definition, meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future generations to meet their own needs. So the keywords here, when we talk about production, for instance, or we talk about consumption, we also consider and take into account the future generations and future consumption. So it's not only about now, and it's all about, that's why it's called sustainability for long term. There has been some progress, some developments. In the past, people talk about 3 Ps: people, planet, and profit, right? In the past. But now people move away from that. We have the other 2 additional P's here: prosperity, planet, people, partnership, and peace. So these are the focus now, where people try to find ways to move forward, to grow together, to achieve the so-called SDGs set by the United Nations. Now, another reason why sustainability is so important, if you look at the last 2 summits of G20, all the leaders, 2 years ago in Indonesia, one of the strong commitments from the top leaders of the world, they declared their commitment to sustainable development goals. And last year in India, they also re-highlighted the importance of SDGs, low carbon emissions, and also the agenda for sustainable development. So if we see that the top leaders of the world, they have expressed their strong commitments, and that is why sustainability becomes a new vocabulary in business world. Now, some of the research, when you look at from the policy level, from business perspective, and also from research, for instance, there have been several research indicated that the potential benefits of moving towards sustainable business practices would have several benefits, including financial gains, market share, employee commitment, etc., on this in this list. But as we can see, moving towards sustainability is not that easy, and not many companies have been successful in the a longer term, unless if they really put the commitment towards that. Among those who are successful, we can see an example here. For instance, a company from Argentina, Tom's, for instance, they always be cited as one of the examples. Okay, with every pair of shoes you purchase, Tom's will give a new pair of shoes to a child in need. So 1 for 1. Now, to move forward, another research, if we look at studies from, I cited studies from Statista. It shows a survey of 1,000 companies across 5 selected countries in Europe, Belgium, France, Germany, Spain, and UK, as you can see that even though technically, theoretically, people try to associate the benefits, but in terms of the practice, still we have reports about some, like unexpected results. For instance, yes, we know that they reported that positive effect on brand image, and then customers are loyal, sales are increasing, and then they can reach out to new segments, like what Stasia mentioned earlier, those who are concerned to environmental issues. They they come up and they stated, specifically they support all those green related brands or products. And then employees also get the benefit. So if you see from profits, employees, customers, stakeholders, they get the benefits. However, there are also some organizations who haven't been able to get all the positive or expected benefits. According to this survey, some of them, they lost customers, 5.4% for some other reasons. We can relate that to other reports. Sometimes people claim that buying sustainable products, that the prices are more expensive compared to the regular products. There are many works in progress and then rooms for improvement for the future. So this is one of the reasons why sustainability is important. Now, if we go Googling, and also those in academics or even who have practitioner background, if you try to find any kind of definitions about sustainability, you will find that there are so many different terms have been used. So for instance, in this one, okay, you can see the term sustainability has been adopted in different fields to refer to different levels or different contexts. Here, economy down here, and then society, environment, and sustainability as a policy. And then we have sustainability as principles, approaches, subsystems, as the bigger systems, and policy here. Now, these are the acronyms indicating different levels. Don't worry, as I said, I will share the slides after our session today. So if you look at those terms referring to sustainability, cleaner production, for instance, environmental accounting, or integrated pollution prevention and control, what we can see here, it indicates that sustainability itself as a concept is growing rapidly. It is also the discipline that requires multidisciplinary approach when we want to understand better. It's not enough from, let's say, from business perspective or marketing perspective or logistics, but it's also environmental science and any other related fields. Now, that's what we use as an introduction about sustainability in general. Now we move to the topic of what is this thing called green marketing. Earlier, Pak Edi mentioned and cited several important definitions about green marketing. In marketing itself, within the discipline, the term green marketing has been developed, or from time to time, we come up with so many new terms associated with this same phenomenon. It shows that the field is growing and also involves multiple perspectives. People use different terms to highlight different keywords or like to emphasize different aspects of the same phenomenon. Some other people use the term environmental marketing, ecological marketing, or eco-marketing, or responsible marketing, or probably a sexy term is what we call sustainable marketing. I just want to highlight some of the key definitions here to show the evolution or the development of the concept itself. So let's say if you look at one of the first definitions there, green marketing has been defined as the response to environmental effects in all the process from design until product disposal. This is back to 1995. And then afterwards, after that one, someone else came up with a different definition showing that green marketing is about the process of managing the marketing activities, the typical marketing mix, product price, promotion, and distribution across 3 different criteria, which if we relate back to the original 3 P's of sustainability, people, planet, and profit, you can see customer needs, organizational goals reflecting profit, and then ecosystem reflecting planet or environment. Okay, and then as you can see, different experts highlighted different aspects of what they call sustainable marketing or they call green marketing. Here about relationships. Yet to add some other definitions, here 5 P's plus EE, eco-efficiency. Or the one that some people like is using the word holistic, try to highlight the comprehensiveness of the scope with specific examples in this context: global warming, non-biodegradable solid waste, and impact of pollutants. Some literatures, they call these as grand challenges, right? Or wicked problems. They use the terms, what we are facing today. Now, more specifically, the scope can also be about identifying and satisfying green consumers and promote environmentally friendly products. Okay, so what I highlight here, you can see that whatever the definitions that people put forward, you can see the similarities in the sense that it's not enough for a business to focus only customer satisfaction and creating profit or growth for the company. Another equally important aspect is environment. Okay. Now, for those who love like models, frameworks in understanding a key concept, I just try to highlight here, when we talk about green marketing, there are so many interrelated elements. So for instance, green marketing strategy. So what they are, you can see strategy types, approaches to managing strategy, how to evaluate the green marketing strategy using different perspectives here. Okay. Another one, eco-orientation. That is the philosophy of the business and how to develop more specific strategy to achieve the orientation. More technical part, functional elements, the green marketing functions, product promotion, specifically retailing and distribution, which is very close to logistics, something like under the same umbrella, and other functions, including the branding. And hopefully, in many research, people also come up with the consequences of green marketing of the strategies or of the activities. So this is the field of the key related concepts under the umbrella term green marketing. Now we have a look at the general one, and now we look at we have discussed a little bit about this. We look into the key issues more specifically now. Now, if you look at marketing, for instance, because logistics is one of the subdisciplines of marketing system perspective, we look from, we use a broader perspective, company and consumer, for instance. If we want to create a sustainable business practices, or in this context, marketing practices, we need to consider both sides. I will highlight that later on, that even though a good initiative from a company, if we do not get the support from consumers from the other side, that will not work well. Everyone, I believe we are familiar with the so-called CSR, right? Corporate social responsibility. Now, studies have found that many CSR initiatives failed to achieve the main objectives. One of the key issues is they do not get support and approval from the public, especially consumers. So if we have the initiative, we have to go back to the basic marketing system perspective. It takes two to tango. We need both sides to work closely. Of course, outside these two parties, we have government, of course, because government can interfere with all the regulations and policy to make things happen. But if you look at here, companies' objectives, competence, and capacity, they must be in line with consumers' needs and wants and their purchasing power. There have been many studies, for instance, criticizing the issues of why consumers, when they were asked during a survey, they claim that they have concerns for environments. They would be willing to buy green products. But when they arrive at the supermarkets, the malls, or the points of purchase, they go back to the basic principles. They are looking for products with one word, sale, isn't it? That is the key word for many consumers. Anything under sale, forget about what they wanted to buy. In the literature, this is what we call green gap. There is a gap between what people say and what people do. Intention and behavior might not be positively correlated, isn't it? And that is one of the things that many researchers are so frustrated in, right? In the survey, wow, positive, good. But then when you look at the real practices now, there have been so many issues between intention and behavior, for instance, the support. Now, when we look at green marketing, let's say now from consumers' perspective first, right? Green consumption, that will be an integrated stages, integrated concept of related stages from factors affecting green purchase itself, and then green marketing mix. Different factors can be the explanatory factors of why people might be or might not be involved in green purchase. Could be green knowledge. I remember Stasia mentioned that about knowledge, consciousness, awareness about the green products. Yeah, many studies have found that they are very important. Yes, but also equally important, situational factors. People can change their mind, lastminute.com at the point of purchase. So these are the factors affecting green purchase attitude, willingness to pay, past experiences, which might create the intention. But the most critical stage is from intention to actual behavior. How to help consumers move forward from these between these two stages. Now, the roles of green marketing mix from supply chain management, pricing, segmentation, and product branding and promotion are very, very crucial. Okay. Now, please feel free, like if you have any questions, please, now, if you want to be, if you are interested in doing a research about, let's say, understanding green consumption behavior, I think this framework is very useful, even though, sorry, the font size is so small, right? But this will be helpful for us to better understand the groups of factors here into 7. Let's say behavioral factors, product and producer related factors, personal capabilities, context, socio-demographic variables, intrapersonal and intrapersonal values, environment and non-environment. So let's take for instance, demographic variables, gender, age, education, because some of the studies have indicated that younger generations, Generation Z and Y, tend to be more environmentally conscious compared to the previous generations. Yes, across many studies in different contexts, different countries. Education level, most research tend to indicate that the higher the education level, the correlation or the association is positive with intention or engagement with green product purchase, income, family composition, and other demographics. However, we also have other factors like habit and past green consumption, for instance. I know some challenges when we talk about green consumption, which may affect logistics directly or indirectly. When I was in Malaysia 10 years ago, I arrived in Selangor. During that time, the local government initiated a kind of trial for initiative to reduce the use of plastic bags. So the initiative was that if you go shopping to the modern market, like supermarkets, mini markets, on Saturdays, they will charge you, if I'm not mistaken, 20 cent Malaysian ringgit, right, in that time. So other days, yes, they still serve you with plastic bag. So that was an initiative trying to condition, right, to do a trial every Saturday, because they learned that the pattern of shopping behavior, majority of the families and households, they did the shopping, grocery shopping on Saturday. So what happened was, it was not as expected, because for some customers, the 20 cents, the price or the price of the plastic bag was not perceived to be expensive. So they were okay to pay. But an interesting, observation, the second one is some of the consumers, they shifted their shopping behavior. Instead of doing it on Saturday, they decided to do it on Sunday. So initially, okay, we plan to do it on Saturday to reduce and then make it a new habit, but in practice, different challenges. But after some of the trials, they decided, okay, every day, if you use plastic bag at modern market, you had to, buy or you pay. Okay. So what I want to highlight here is changing consumer habit is not easy. We because we are in marketing, when we learn about consumer behavior, we know that changing habits will change what people believe, what people find as comfortable, unless they find compatibility and superior benefits, they might change. Think about ourselves. I believe that everyone knows that healthy lifestyle is so important. Exercise, sleep well, time management. But then it's so hard if it is so, it becomes a habit for you guys, including myself, not to have a healthy lifestyle. Now, green marketing strategy, green marketing mix. Green marketing, we can use any definition, but we highlight company profitability, satisfaction, and environmental sustainability as the three pillars. However, on the other hand, there's also another term, greenwashing. Some companies, they try to communicate or they try to send out the positive communications about their performance, even though their performance is not good in terms of green practices. And some other people, they use the greenness, the sustainability as a way to promote their products, not genuinely, like producing or offering green solution. Now, when you look at green marketing strategy is all about STP, segmenting, targeting, positioning with differentiation, while green marketing makes traditional 4Ps. If we learn about services marketing, we add physical evidence, process, and people, the 7Ps. But whatever it is, like 4Ps or 7Ps, green marketing makes a combination of the so-called marketing mix there. So benefits to consumers, all about reducing cost, improve the services, quite challenging. Promotion, eco labels, packaging as the information. However, at the same time, how to overcome the greenwashing. Price, this is still a big challenge in many sustainable products, including organic food, for instance. Okay. Now, green marketing from a broad perspective, green consumerism, when we see from consumer behavior, I think this one, the reason why I cited this model is to help us to understand that the factors regarding green marketing and green consumer behavior has been studied using so many theories. So for everyone who is interested in doing a study about this one, we can consider to adopt or mix some of the theories or extend the theories using those not included in the list. According to the author, Gruning et al., they put in italics some of the theories under behavioral intention here. It means that these theories have not been used intensively. So in other words, if we look at this diagram, we know that, okay, if you want to understand about consumer belief about environmental issues in regards to green marketing, sustainable marketing, or even green logistics, these theories have been used to explain what happened. But there are potentials for other theories outside these two. But this one, new theories that might be useful. Let's say when you talk about opinion leader, we know now that with the era of technology, AI, social media influencer, how useful they are in terms of influencing others to adopt sustainable practices. And also how companies use social media to communicate about their green practices to consumers and also to their partners or potential partners. Okay? Now, sustainable marketing itself, as I said earlier, has been through the evolution from time to time. If we look at the needs of business and needs of consumers, there could be 4 types of marketing concepts there. The traditional marketing concept focusing on the needs of business for now and for consumers at the present. Future business needs of consumers for now, strategic planning. Now, when we talk about sustainable marketing concept, future needs of business and future needs of consumers. Okay, societal marketing for future needs of consumers, but for the current business needs. Now, if I put that into another way of presentation, there have been 3 identified ages or stages of sustainable marketing. If we look at the scope, it becomes bigger and bigger. Initially, it was called ecological marketing, but the name indicates what it was, focusing on particular environmental problems. So like how to fight air pollution, depletion of oil reserves, very specific, very limited scope. That's what we call ecological marketing. And then move towards a broader one, environmental marketing, clean technology. Now, understanding and identifying, especially serving the so-called green consumers. Try to find who are they in terms of their profiles, what they're looking for, how to serve them, how to communicate with them. And that will help also those involved in logistic systems or supply chain system, communicating and reaching them. Now, sustainable marketing moves towards a broader perspective, sustainable development. There is a link to the so-called SDG, right? Sustainable Development Goals. So now this is the current stage where we are at, okay? Now, logistics and supply chain management, I just reviewed this briefly because we are talking about green marketing in logistics business. I know everyone knows better than me. The way I see like logistics under the umbrella of marketing, basically when we talk about logistics, it's all about getting things right. Right quantity, right product, right price, right place, right time. Easy to say, so difficult to realize, isn't it? And many people said that, like, wow, logistics is no longer as strong as before, but in reality, that is not true. Even though you buy products online, as long as the products are still physical products, logistics plays a very important role. Think about us here in New Zealand. Australia is called down under because if you look at where the location down south, right? New Zealand even like lower there, we have the situation what we call tyranny of distance. We are far away from any other places. Transportation is the big issue for exporters here. How to compete on price, for instance. As you know that transportation is one of the significant portions of cost, right? So we have to be creative here in New Zealand. We feel that so much, like, oh my goodness, I wish, like I were in Malaysia or Indonesia. If I want to buy things from Alibaba or from Lazada, it will arrive in 2 or 3 days. But here we have to be more patient. 7 days, 3 weeks, normal, waiting. I don't think you guys in Indonesia, if you order products online, waiting for 2-3 weeks will be acceptable for you, right? I know in Jakarta or in Semarang, if you use Gojek, like you will expect